What's up, guys? Today we're coming at you with an update to our Odd Odds deck profile. So let's jump into the deck profile and let's see what we're coming at you with. We're still running our 3 Odd Odds Arc Pendulum Dragon. This is your main, it's pretty much a Monster Reborn, whatever you want to say it, a searcher. It's going to help get your main plays set up. Your Arc Pendulum Dragon, he's just going to do all the plays that you want him to do. We're still running 3 of the original OG Odd Odds Pendulum Dragon. This guy's just going to help you get your searches, help you get your odd odds into hand, make sure that you get the free pop at the end phase, get that search. Also too, push come to shove, leave it in the pendulum scale and get that battle damage to 0 whenever they attack a pendulum monster. We're still running 2 of the Odd Odds Phantom Dragon. This guy really puts in work. For the fact is that if you have 2 Odd Odds monsters in your pen scales, when you do damage, you're gonna get that extra 1200 burn per pendulum Odd Odds in the pen scale. So usually you're gonna get that 24 burn, and that can really help you push for game. We're still running 3 of the Odd Odds Persona. Odd Odds Persona is just good to make sure you keep the extra deck monsters on lock, to make sure that they can't activate those crazy effects. Just very, very good, very, very versatile for the deck. We're also running 2 Odd Odds Mirage. This is just good protection for your Odd Odds cards. It's pretty much like a Lancer almost, but it's smaller. Get that normal summon on the board and just be able to make sure that you protect your Odd Odds cards once per turn from destruction effects or battle. Also too, if he's in the pen scale, one of your Odd Odds cards is destroyed. If you have an Odd Odds card, and usually the one you want to go for is your Odd Odds Pendulum Dragon. If it's destroyed, blow up a pendulum card, put it in the deck or put it in your pen scale, and that way you get that free search to end phase. We're also running 1 Odd Odds Dissolver and 1 Odd Odds Synchron. This is just to help go for your Synchron actions, and this is to help go for the fusion plays. This card really I don't care for that much, but we've been teching with the extra deck going into other fusion plays, and this guy's been helping out a lot with a lot of the fusion plays, and this guy helps for versatility, helping to get your Odd Odds Meteor Burst, things like that on board. We're still running the Supreme King package with the 3 Supreme King Dark Worm and the 1 Gate 0. This engine, not just even for searching for the Supreme King Gate 0, if this guy's in the graveyard, it's going to help you easily get your links markers set up. That way you can go into your plays that you want to go into. It's just helpful, just get that extra monster on board. Very easy. The same thing with your Chronograph Sorcerer and your Time Gazer. It's just to help get that easy special summon on board, even help you go into your rank 6 plays, can help you really extend your boards out. And lastly, for the monsters, we're running 1 Abyss Actor Curtain Riser. This is just good for making sure you get that good quick special summon on board. You got nothing over there, just get a special summon out, help you go into your link plays. That is it for our monsters. For our spell cards, running 2 Allure Darkness. Allure Darkness is just, a lot of people don't like the way Allure Darkness is, but the fact that it can help you speed through your deck, get to your extra searches that you need to, can help you extend your plays. We're running 1 Pendulum Paradox. Pendulum Paradox helps us to be able to make sure that once we get our extra deck loaded up the way we want it to, when we want to get that big pen summon, get those monsters that we need in the hand, pen summon from the hand, pen summon 2 from the extra deck, still leaving something in there for the Vortex, helps us extend our plays. We're running 2 Duelist Alliance. Duelist Alliance is all you need. 2 Duelist Alliance can help you really search the deck out, to help you get your Odd Odds Arc Pendulum, to help you get your Odd Odds Pendulum, and even help you get your Pendulum Paradox if push come to shove. But this card can help you extend a lot of your plays and help you get a lot of the things that you need to get the deck going. We're also running 3 of the Spiral Flame Strike. This card is really amazing in this deck. Helps you to search out all of your level 7 Odd Odds monsters. Helps you to make sure that you can, if you got an Odd Odds on board, to be able to get pretty much a destruction card effect off of it. So it's very, very useful for the deck and helps the deck plus a lot. We're also running 1 Summoner's Arc to make sure, because we got to make sure we got that Arc Pendulum. Arc Pendulum helps the deck to function. Once you got Arc Pendulum, you can start going off with your plays, make your plays there, go from there. We're also running the 1 Dragon Shrine and the 1 Foolish Burial. We're doing this because Dragon Shrine is a once per turn effect. You don't want to see it. So make sure that you can have the Dragon Shrine or the Foolish Burial. Use one for 1 turn, get your Dark Worm into the graveyard, and then if push comes to shove, the Dark Worm goes into the extra deck. You can go ahead and use it again. Use the Foolish Burial or the Dragon Shrine, send another one, keep your plays going. We're also running 1 Terraforming and our main field spell, 3 Sky Iris. This helps the deck to really get its plays going. The fact is, if you have Arc Pendulum out there, blow up another Odd Eyes card in the other pen scale, you're going to get the search from Sky Iris and also going to get the special summon or Monster Reborn action from the Arc Pendulum, and that can help you get a lot of plays going. The reason why I like that so much, because Arc Pendulum and this card, if you already had a Vortex that was destroyed, you can special summon that Vortex back in the main monster zone, and that can be very useful to your plays. Lastly, for the main deck, we're running 2 Called by the Graves, because this deck can really fall to hand traps. But if you sit there with you got your Called by Grave waiting on them, go ahead and make use of it. But that is it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we're running 2 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Odd Eyes Vortex, you know, people see this card come out, they really start cringing because this card is got a good negate on board. Spend one of your extra deck cards back in as a Pendulum monster back into the deck and get that free negate. It's very useful. On summon, he's also going to bounce the monster that was special summon, so that's very useful too. I've been playing around with the Performer Pal Gatling Ghoul because the way things are now and the way the game is, you know, you want to burn your opponent, OTK them, FTK them, things like that. You got the time rules restrictions, so if you go into time, you're only going to be getting your main phase and that's it. So things like this can really help out a lot to really burn the opponent down and do massive damage. We're also running 1 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst to help us go into those good special summon plays to help extend plays, and also too, it's going to make sure that no crazy effects are popping off in the battle phase. We're also running 1 FA Dawn Dragster. This is just good to make sure we get those good negates, like I said, to get a Odd Eyes Vortex, and then this out there too can be very problematic for the opponent. We're running 2 Odd Eyes Absolutes. Odd Eyes Absolute is just good to be able to get the, when it's sent to the graveyard, effect pop off to help to get the special summon of a Vortex or any of your other Odd Eyes cards. It's very useful and helps you extend a lot of your plays. We're also running the 1 number 11 Big Eye to snatch steal action. You want to make sure if your opponent gets a little too crazy to be able to snatch steal their cards and make sure that you make them pay for it. We're running 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Red Eyes Flare Metal is a very good card. This card actually even caught, you know, one of my opponents when I went to locals off guard recently. You know, we was going into the final round. It helped me to get the first place win. I did for massive burn damage, or battle damage with the OTK push. Left him with 400 left. Went into his main phase, his draw phase. He couldn't even do nothing because he knew he's going to take damage every time he activated a card effect. So it was just an automatic win for it. But Red Eyes Flare Metal can help you really sustain your boards and help knock out your opponent. We're running 1 number 39 Utopia Beyond just to make sure we can knock the opponent's attack points down to 0 and just run over those monsters. And if you got your Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum on board, not Arc Pendulum, Odd Eyes Pendulum on board, it's going to be able to do that burn damage for 5k and then push for another 3 for game. We're running the 1 Naruto. Naruto's good for just like the Dawn Dragster to be able to set up a board with Odd Eyes Vortex and hopefully get plenty of negates on board that your opponent can't come through them. We're running 1 Lymphonicus. This is helpful for your number 11 Big Eye plays. Go into a Big Eye, steal your opponent's monster, and then link that away for this. And then hopefully pin some and get more monsters on board and really make your opponent pay. We're running 1 Heavy Metalfoes Electrum just because we've got to get them good search plays and good draw plays going. We're running one Deco Talker because Deco Talker is, really boss. The fact is he gets in the gate too if your opponent targets one of your monsters by tributing off a card. Also too, he gets pretty beefy. And lastly, for the extra deck, we're running the one Zephyr Metatron. Zephyr Metatron is very useful for the deck. The fact that it has 3 pointers pointing down helps us to get those extra pin summons out there and help do massive damage. And that is it for our extra deck. For our side deck options, we're running 3 Gamma Seal. Gamma Seal, there's going to be times that your opponent's going to have something you just can't deal with, so it's best to, like, if you get extra U-Lock, just be able to tribute off that monster, get your extra deck spot opened up and start going with your plays from there. We're running 2 of the Dino Wrestler, just for the fact is that he can get the board clearance that you need. He's a free special summon with a 26 attack body. It's very, very useful to you. So that's very good for you. And also too, he's a level 7, so that can be useful for your plays as well. We're running the Raigeki and the Dark Hole. We want to get that field clearance, that way we can go for our good OTK pushes. We're running 2 Twin Twister because this deck, we do not want to set up pin scales and then their opponents start, busting us off with Cosmic Cyclones, things like that. You got Altergeist, things like that could be very problematic back rows, so we want to clear the back row off so we can go with the boards that we want to. We're also running 2 Book of Eclipses. Thunder Dragons can be a problem if we can't do our searches. We got to make sure that the Colossus get face down. Even if they're drawing cards, it does not matter. You want to be able to get those cards that's being detriment to you, the problem that's causing you, out of the way so you can get the plays that you need to go on. That way you can get the board set up the way you want to so you can slow them down. We're running 2 evenly matched. There's plenty of times you might not even go into your battle phase, but you're going to have to go into your battle phase without attacking and just set up your board in main phase 2 just to make sure you get the game state set to where it can help you. And lastly, we're running 2 Dimensional Barrier because this card really helps against a lot of decks. If you're going against your Thunder Dragons, you don't want to sit there and somebody, you overextend your board, and next thing you know, they bring out, Exciton Knight on you. You want to go ahead and stop that right then and there. So things like that, this card really helps out a lot and helps you extend your plays and helps slow down your opponent. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. Leave a comment in the comments section below. Let us know what you think. We thank you for your support. If you like it, share it. Keep us going. We thank you for your love. We're out.